Hello everyone, and welcome. Today, we'll be taking a dive into a subject that people mostly don't know about. We'll be looking at cat breeding, mostly into the aspect of Maine Coon cats. And there's a person that knows about this subject more than most, Judy Gaines. She, that I know of, breeds and sells Maine Coons. However, before specializing in Maine Coon cats, Judy Gaines, the owner of Feather Hill Maine Coons, were actively involved in fostering and breastfeeding animals, including cats, offering her farm as a safe haven for animals in need.
You know, Feather Hill's Maine Coons actually started out as Feather Hill birds. We actually were involved in avian genetics. And in our avian genetics, it included such exotic birds as emus, black swans, Egyptian pheasants, and the ever popular peacocks or peacocks. However, after a period of years of studying the avian genetics, we were blessed to actually foster a Siberian Maine Coon mix. At that time, I became extremely fascinated with the genetics of this particular breed of cats. And I do feel that it was a natural carryover, not only from a genetic standpoint on colors and line breeding, but also just in the sense of my love for genetics.
Let's get back on topic. These kinds of cats are huge. One of the biggest cats you can buy.
Well, I can tell you that probably because when you think Maine Coon, you think huge cat. The males are bigger within Maine Coon breed in general. However, we have had males that have been smaller than our largest females, and vice versa. Typically, a male Maine Coon will be larger than a female. However, a female bred from a line of large Maine Coons can be as large as many regular male Maine Coons.
And these cats aren't cheap, going from $2,500 to $5,000 for only pet quality kittens. And their colors can change it too, making the price bigger. We've all been wondering why the world seems to love Maine Coons so much. I like to think they're cute, big, and kind of cuddly.
Well, again, they are so friendly with their playful personality, and they have that long, luxurious fur. And of course, they have above average intelligence, which means that they make great companions for families and individuals alike. Many trained therapy animals are in fact Maine Coons. They can be taught to even understand basic commands. Not only that, but they're known to be the dogs of the cat world, which makes them excellent for children.
I love just how adorable Maine Coons are. But when it comes to loving them, you have to make sure to keep them healthy, especially if you are a breeder for them. One of the many things that can go wrong with Maine Coons is their bones, especially with their hips. The bigger they are, the more prone they are to having hip problems.
That's a question we're asked a lot too. Everyone says, well, I want a great big Maine Coon. Well, the question is, you don't. Maine Coon ownership is not about competing for the biggest cat. The breed is already larger than any domestic cat, who only generally gets to be a 7 to 11 pounds. Buying a cat just for its size is leading to more and more breeders breeding bigger and bigger cats. Quite honestly, it leads to more serious bone problems. As breeders, we are seeing huge increase in hip problems. And this is something at Feather Hill Maine Coons that we take very seriously. Not only those hip problems, but we are seeing spine problems, arthritis, and more of these big cats are needing surgery and lifelong pain relief. Instead, look for a healthy Maine Coon from healthy, average-sized parents from a breeder who breeds for health and temperament, not size. And that breeder should also do full OFA health testing on the hips and hearts.
I hope this sheds some light on to this kind of subject, and now that you know more about this kind of information, you too can inform others and keep an eye out for the good breeders. This is Gabriel Gabbard signing off. Till we meet again. Bye everyone.